Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. Now that is more like it. After a couple rough outings, they weren't terrible in the Toronto game, but to lose that one in the third, 4-3 in overtime, and of course, last night's horrendous performance against the Montreal Canadiens. As Oilers fans, we really needed a good game tonight, and we got it. The Edmonton Oilers spanked the Ottawa Senators 5-2 tonight. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Vasily Podkolzin were put together as a line tonight, and they were absolutely on fire, providing a ton of offense for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. But first off, it was Evan Bouchard with a beautiful little breakaway goal for the Oilers to get things going. Some nice stick work there from Bouchard. He's got his defensive deficiencies. We know it, but damn, is that guy good at offense, and a beautiful goal from Bouchard. It's Bouch Bomb that we're all raving about, but some nice stick work there. A beautiful opening goal from Evan Bouchard to give the Oilers the 1-0 lead at 3:46. Tim Stützle at 15:40. He's playing his hero Leon Draisaitl, both German-born players, going to be both are already great players in the National Hockey League. Leon Draisaitl especially, and Tim Stützle is definitely making a name for himself with the Ottawa Senators. He ties it up for Ottawa, like I said, at 15:40 with a nice shot. It's 1-1, but as I was mentioning, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Vasily Podkolzin creating some magic tonight, and it starts with Connor McDavid making it 2-1 at 16:15. Vasily Podkolzin, Evan Bouchard picking up the assists, and then at 19:19 with the Oilers on a 5-on-3 power play, a beautiful wrist shot from Connor McDavid, Evan Bouchard, Leon Draisaitl picking up the assists. It's 3-1 Oilers after one. In the second period, Leon Draisaitl, a beautiful backhand goal. Connor McDavid, Adam Henrique picking up the assists. That was at 4:39. 4-1 Oilers going into the third period. And then in the third period, Derek Ryan, a beautiful pass. Ryan to Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Nuge picks up just his second goal on the season. He needed that one really badly. 11:50, beautiful tip and shot. That gave the Oilers a 5-1 lead. Josh Norris with a tip of his own at 17:36 would make it 5-2, but this one ends in a 5-2 Edmonton Oilers victory. Josh Brown, I was mentioning, didn't really notice him last game. Comes in, has a big fight with Zach McEwen, looked excellent. So well done, Josh Brown. And the Oilers, seemingly, whenever they have a fight in a hockey game, come out the victors. So tonight, certainly no exception to that rule, so a nice little fight for Josh Brown. There were some scary moments in this hockey game. Nick Jensen got hit by Vasily Podkolzin into the end of the glass there by the Senators bench, I believe. Nick Jensen was okay, but Nick Jensen would later deliver a hit on Zach Hyman, and Zach Hyman did not play much at all, I believe, in the third period. So Zach Hyman might be a name to keep an eye on for the Edmonton Oilers on the injury front. They're already dealing with Victor Arvidsson being out day-to-day, Darnell Nurse out 5 to 10 days, so the injuries starting to pile up here for the Edmonton Oilers. We don't know if Zach Hyman's going to miss any time. The Oilers were probably just being cautious. They had a nice, comfy lead in the third period, so if Zach Hyman needed time to rest, might as well take it at that point in time, but let's see what happens here. The Oilers do have a day off before they take on the Minnesota Wild on Thursday. Zach Hyman, of course, plays right wing for the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers picked up another right winger today off of waivers. As you guys might have seen in my earlier video today, Kasperi Kapanen claimed by the Edmonton Oilers off waivers from the St. Louis Blues. We expect Kasperi Kapanen to join the lineup on Thursday with possible injuries to both Victor Arvidsson and Zach Hyman. There's certainly openings for him up front, so let's see what happens there, what the lineup looks like come Thursday, but Kasperi Kapanen, as I said, expected to be added to the Oilers lineup for Thursday. Going back to tonight's hockey game, the Oilers out shooting Ottawa overall 32-29, but the Senators closing in on the shots, but I think the Oilers were clearly the better team throughout the night. Stuart Skinner coming through some big saves when the Oilers needed it. Oilers going 1 for 3 on the power play. That 5-on-3 power play goal was the only one they managed to get. So great that they got one, but kind of frustrating still that it took a 5-on-3 before the Oilers were able to cash in. So still some work to do on the power play, but I believe the Oilers have now killed 12 straight penalties over the last few games. The Ottawa Senators were 0 for 2 tonight. When I first heard the stat, it was 11 straight penalties killed, so I believe that is up to 12 straight penalties killed for the Edmonton Oilers. And with how the penalty kill was going to start the year, that is a huge step in the right direction for this team. So that's basically the story of this one, guys. Like I said, scary situation with Zach Hyman. We'll wait for more of an update there. Hopefully we get one tomorrow from Chris Knobloch and the Oilers, possibly tonight in the post-game scrum. But the Oilers coming through, the big guns getting it done. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins finally getting back on the board there with his second of the season. So that was great to see. So after the last couple games, we really needed a big win as Oilers fans, and we get it tonight with a big 5-2 victory over the Ottawa Senators. So that's all for me for tonight, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.